Hey, Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Oh, I forgot to grab my light. I got one here. Hopefully, it doesn't die soon. I'll wait to start it right away. Let me go ahead and log into YouTube. It's like we have one person on here. If you're on here, you can go and sound off so I can see who's on here. Burp, burp, burp.
If you have COVID-19 tests at home, you've probably...
Looks like Bob the Awesome Bob. Hey, Bob, thanks for joining us. All right. So, what I have here is, of course, not a Super 7 um, action figure. So let me go and go through a little bit of history, and then I will jump into it, and we'll take a look at these cool Super 7 figures I have back here. So, first of all, when my son was younger, he was not in the He-Man at all, but he did like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's my youngest boy. And one of the sets he got was these really cool miniature Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It came in one set all together. They're like, I guess there was some episode where they turned into kids or something. And these were the coolest things. So when he grew up and moved out and he was all done with turtles, I ended up keeping just the little kids ones because they were so cool. Now, I made this stop motion. And it was called Laser Guns and Roses. It was actually originally called Death of a Thousand Roses, but I kept changing the name. And part two was going to be have some city scenes where these guys would then, of course, have their weapons. Not weapons, but would be out there and be stop motion and fighting some of the little miniature figures that were the roses. So I had to get another figure too to go with it, and that's when I bought this April right here. And this April didn't have any accessories, so I made this microphone and actually 3D printed it. Let me go ahead and turn my light on so you guys can see it. And it's funny, for the voice, I actually had my wife be the voice of April on the video. So you'll see her in the first video, which the link's in the description for Laser Guns and Roses. But in there, the idea was I got a bunch of Rose figures and that they were all going to be destroyed one at a time. So I had to make miniatures of them to go along with the figures. So here is my one that matches the big one where it says, to Leia, love Dad, and the little post-it note on there. And then the post-it note matches. It's funny, my granddaughter actually wrote this for me. That's kind of cool. She did a good job. And then I actually made little dinky 3D printed action figures to go inside the boxes to match so that they could, you know, be the right size for a He-Man figure. Now, of course, she's smaller than a He-Man figure, so it's pretty big on her. It'd be like a 12-inch figure to her. But, so, it was kind of cool. You could see my other roses in here. A whole bunch of these little ones that I made, so there she is. Anyway, I'll stop talking about Laser Guns and Roses and jump back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining us. So, I never collected Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, and I didn't know who was who in the zoo at all. My son and I watched the computer graphic generated movie in the theaters together, and that was my first exposure to the story of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I always forgot who was who with the different colors they had. I think the blue one is Michelangelo, so we'll see when I get to the boxes, and you guys can show me, or you can tell me if I'm wrong. But I always forget which guy's which. So in his toy box of Turtles, not this little dinky box here, but his actual bigger toy box, he had a bunch of other stuff too. I actually had a card in there from one of the back of the boxes that had the 4 turtles, so I can tell him whose name was what, but I always forgot. But I remember the blue one was his favorite, so, because he liked the blue, so that's why I think it was Michelangelo, but we'll find out. Like I said, again, I don't remember. I'm not a turtle expert. I know nothing about turtles, so except for the one movie that I saw, and having this cool little box of Ninja Kids and April until now. until now, I said to myself, if Super 7 re-releases the 4 main turtles in one set, blue is Leo, purple is Dom, orange is Michael, and red is Ralph. Oh, I was right. Blue is Leonardo. Wait. Oh, orange is Michelangelo. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Mike. See? I have no idea. That's funny you happen to know off the top of your head like that. So let's go ahead and these are the ones I got so far. So just the other day, I got my 4 main turtles I just got from Super 7. And the reason why I got them was I haven't made part 2 yet on my video. And I thought, how cool would it be to actually have full-size turtles that match the He-Man figures? So I thought that'd be kind of cool. Now, I like the way Rocksteady looks, so I got him. Now I'm going to show my ignorance here. There's some kind of pig guy. Oh, what is his name? Bebop. Bebop, right? And I just ordered Bebop like yesterday, I think, from Big Bad Toy Store as a pre-order. I wasn't going to get Bebop at first because he just did not appeal to me. And I thought, you know what? You can't have Rocksteady and not have Bebop. So I kept putting off getting him and not getting him for a long time. And I think I ended up with 2 Splinters. I may have sold one already on eBay because I didn't know they were the same one because they look different. Ugh, there we go. So let's go ahead and open up this one first. Super 7 Rocksteady. Warning. Now, these are not toys. They are for ages 14 and plus, just as a heads up, which is why my channel is always 13 and older. So make sure if you're watching this, you're under or over 13, or that you are watching with a parent who consents to you watching this. So if you are underage, you are not allowed on the channel yet, but you are welcome to come back when you turn 13. So just as a quick heads up on that. All right, let's go ahead and look at this first one. Now, I'm imagining it's based on the cartoon because it has Nickelodeon on all the boxes. So let's take a look at this steady rockness. Oh, I got the back of the box. Look at the front. Oh, look, that's cool. It's got his symbol on there on the front. And there he is. Boom, boom, boom. Now, what appealed to this figure to me is if you were not a Turtles fan, you had nothing to do with Turtles, you never played a Turtles, you don't even like Turtles, he is an awesome Classics He-Man counterpart figure. I mean, look at that. This would be like an awesome guy to fight against He-Man or something or some other thing. So even if you don't even like Turtles, it's just such an awesome guy for even He-Man's world to have. So that's why I thought it'd be cool to get it. Now, the problem I have is if I open all these figures, I don't have a place to put them. I literally don't have any place to put all these cool figures right now. So I'm not going to actually open them beyond this. I don't even know if I want to keep them or not. I'm still debating whether I want to keep them or not. But if I am going to keep them, I am going to have to get more space somehow or figure out a way to store these. I thought I had a place, but that's where my Thundercats are filling up. And now I even have those Silverhawks coming. It's like, man, I don't know if I'm going to keep the Silverhawks just because of lack of space. Anyway, Rocksteady, Mutant GI Mauler, and Shredder's #1 thug. Rocksteady's tough rhino body makes him a turtle-bashing powerhouse. What he lacks in brain, he makes up in brawn. This mutant mammal is big trouble with his retro mutagen gun. One shot can level a whole building or a shelled turtle. Off-duty Rocksteady loves to fry up a mess of juicy turtle burgers. Wow, for the whole Hungry Foot clan. That is messed up. Rocksteady's field glasses survey the area for anything that looks like a turtle. He's mistakenly blasted 6 soccer balls. This GI Rockhead blatantly displays his victory kills with turtle scalps he wears around his belt. Whew. This sounds like a pretty sadistic kind of guy. And he has the sewer tops too here. It's kind of cool, kind of fun. But anyway, sounds a little more vicious than He-Man for sure. Because, you know, obviously in He-Man, Skeletor never actually kills, but he's actually blasting and wearing turtles and serving turtle burgers to his buddies. That is crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to put the bag back on. Ugh. I would just put it back in its box. Oh, I didn't look at the back. Oh yeah, I did. I read the back to you. Rocksteady. I guess as far down as it goes. It's trying to close it all the way, but that is it. You know what? I will stick it. You know what? I'm not going to put it back yet because we're going to take a look at all these open. Because that'd be kind of a cool shot at the end of the video anyway. So let me stick Rocksteady's box aside in case I decide to sell him later. And let's open up Casey Jones. Casey Jones. Now, I've not seen the new Turtles movie, but I think I heard that Casey Jones is played by the same guy who plays Arrow, which sounds kind of cool because I enjoy Arrow. Hey, Eric, I'm doing good today. Mike Fee says Turtles is his third favorite. Garsh says Turtles is his favorite thing. Wow. Nice. Today on the way home from the park, and there was a head-on big crash. It was very bad today. That's not good, Eric. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Casey Jones. Casey Jones. I should have brought some kind of a knife in here to pry these open without causing damage, because I really don't want to ruin the boxes in case I decide to sell these. Warning. The bag is dangerous for little ones. Don't put your head in it. All right. That is so cool. I love they have those sewer looking pieces with the character's motif inside of it. That's really clever. I mean, I wonder if each one's going to have that. I wonder if the turtles are all going to be different or all the same. All right, so let's go ahead and look at KC and the Sunshine Band. Dun 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 dun. Let's look at the back first. Oh, it just says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Dun 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 dun. The reveal. Wow, he's wearing sweats. Now, I really thought, looking at the picture online, that he's going to be way more muscular, closer to that of a He-Man figure. So I'm a little disappointed that he's not quite big, but that's okay. I mean, he's still about the same height as a He-Man figure, which is why I wanted these ones, because they fit with classics well. But I just thought he'd be a little chunkier, but that it's still cool. So that is quite the outfit he has on there. Kind of purplish gray sweats, a half shirt, a shoulder pad, a hockey mask. It's like he has a hockey stick and some pucks that have some stuff on them. Is that actually a golf club there? For those that know, let me know. And then of course he has some baseball bats to choose from, and he has a bag to keep them on. It looks like it's like he has extra hands in the back. I love his shoes. Those are so cool looking. Look at the shoes, man. And then they have the retro pack in the back of what it looked like when you got the Turtles originally, which if I open these, I'm never going to bust those off. I'm going to leave them intact because that's kind of cool. All right, Casey Jones, the battering vigilante sportsman. So he's all sports, I guess, not just hockey. Like all psychos. Why does it start out that way? Like all psychos. Casey Jones, the masked sportsman, wanted to be a legend. Armed with broken bats, shattered dreams, and one golf club, there you go, Casey turned his ambition towards crime fighting, modeling himself after his favorite vigilante cop shows. Casey decided to take the law into his own mitts, outfitted with cast-off sports gear. Casey challenges every criminal who dares to go out of bounds. Teaming up with our beloved Turtle Teens, Casey strikes out with a special vengeance against Shredder and the Foot Clan. That sounds kind of cool. I do kind of want to watch the new movie just because I am a fan of Arrow, and it's kind of cool to see him playing this role. But everyone's saying, "Yeah, it's a golf club, man." Yeah, these Ultimates are really cool. I actually like that they're that big, Garsh, just because they match what I have. But you're right. If you don't collect this size figure, if you're more into the 5.5, or if you want to have the old turtle figures, where is she? I mean, look at the size difference. I mean, they're almost twice the size of the old figures. Yeah, if you want to mesh with your old figures, you got to look, man. You want to mesh them with your current stuff to go with all the other classic, I think, or ultimates, I guess. Ultimates is the new term I guess they're using. All right, let's go and put Casey on top of Rocksteady, and I will put his box aside. All right, next up is Splinter. Now I believe Splinter is like the mouse or rat that is their sensei or something. I'm guessing he's a sensei. I don't know. Tell me, is he supposed to be a sensei, or is there some other word they use for ninjas? Because I don't know. Don't they call him like Master Splinter, I think, or something? Do they still use the term dojo? All right, let's go ahead and take him out of here. Hey, he doesn't come with a bag. All right, let's go ahead and open up Splinter. He's got his little rat face on there. Now the reveal. Dun 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 dun. Ta-da! Dun 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 dun. Ta-da! Oh, there he is. All right. So it looks like he comes with a cloth, and down on the bottom a rubber piece too to put over there instead if you don't want to use the cloth one. And he has all kinds of cool weapons, throwing stars, some weird kind of staff looking thing that turns into a knife. It's like this goes on the top of it to cover it, so it's like a staff, and then whoop, he pulls out the blade. He's got the smoking Java there, and I wonder if the string actually works on that. That's probably why it's 14 and older. And then, of course, in the back, he has the retro weapons. His eyes are whited out, though, if you can see that or not. So it's kind of creepy looking. Creepy. Now, if I remember right, didn't he come from a man and then turn into this rat creature where the turtles came from actual animals? Anyway, let's take a look at it and see what it says. I'm guessing now. I'm grasping at straws. Splinter, the good guy leader. Splinter, a mutant rat, is the philosophical and martial arts teacher, the sensei. There we go, sensei, to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's a master in ninjutsu and has taught the turtles the secrets of the ninja, the Budogosho Code, and the Warrior's Way. That's kind of fun, kind of cool. And there were 4 of them. They were turtles, and they racked the night. Let's see what you guys said. It's his cane. In the cartoon, yeah, he was a man. In the movie, he was always a rat. Interesting. So they have a little bit of continuity issues, just like our He-Man stuff does, where they don't always match, huh? I thought that maybe the story was fleshed out enough that it stayed the same. All right. You will go there for now until we open up Donatello. And let's open up April O'Neil. April. Now, when I saw this figure online, I was very impressed. I think the Super 7's getting better at the female figures, or maybe it's just the prototypes. So we'll see how she looks. Let's go ahead and open her up. Ugh. Now, it was funny, is just a couple days ago, someone is commenting on my Star Wars post saying that Rose would make a good custom April figure. And so that's kind of an interesting thing, because Rose from Star Wars, she does have all the pockets and stuff, kind of like April O'Neil has. Let's try the other side. I really don't want to rip this box. There we go. Now, if I remember right, I don't know if it's the new movie, other one, she's played by, oh, what is her name? I can't think of her name now. You guys will tell me. Dun, dun, dun. Warning, don't give the bag to children. So there's that side. Oh, it's funny. It's just her face. April O'Neil. All right. So let's go and reveal this and see if someone says. Oh, Hiro Roshi was the man before the rat. Thank you for that, Jinx Caliber. I wonder if the Teenage Turtles were a downfall for Moto back in the 80s. You know, that's an interesting question. From what I understand, Rick, is some of the same designers who made Masters of the Universe went on to work for, what was the name of the company? Somebody posted on there. Megan Fox, thank you. The name of the company that made Turtles. I need someone to post the name of that on there. Oh, Playmates, right? Playmates. And so when I found out that they were some of the same people who made my He-Man figures, that actually intrigued me more to want to get these. Before I had no interest in them. Wow, she comes with 3 heads. 3 heads are better than 1. What's interesting is her hair color changes from one head to the next. So you can see her hair color changes. And she looks almost like a porcelain or plastic doll the way they did her face. I'm actually not super impressed with it. I don't actually like the aesthetic. And she's just a little too pink for me. I mean, her skin is actually pink instead of tannish. Weird. She really is pink. She looks like a mutant. She looks like one of the... Is she a mutant? You know, I should read the back and see. Maybe she is a mutant. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. So she does have all kinds of cool stuff. Her press pass, throwing stars, some kind of makeup case that's not really a makeup case. Some kind of communicator, I guess. She has her video camera, her microphone, a gun, because, you know, superheroes always carry the guns around. And then she has her retro stuff in the back. Yeah, I can't believe she's so pink. That's so weird. All right. April O'Neil, TV news reporter and Turtles ally. April's a determined TV news journalist, always prepared for the late breaking news feature with her camcorder strapped around her arm. The eagerness can get her into a heap of trouble, but it's nothing she or the Turtles can't handle. So it's almost like a Lois Lane, if you will, it sounds like. She's the lowest of the Turtles. April's no airhead and is a valuable member of the team of Turtles. Being a human has its advantages, after all, like getting into places the Turtles can't. When the situation calls for more than a news flash, April's ready with a trusty gun and which is secretly locked inside her camcorder. Wow. You just rip out the tape of that camcorder and bam, there's a gun there. So obviously the camcorder must have some smaller digital pieces to have room for the gun inside there. That's hilarious. So if I was to open this figure, if I was not a purist to collect these, I would take and put a tan wash on her just to change her skin tone a little bit so it's not quite so pink and not so shiny looking, where she looks like she's like a candle wax doll or something. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn this light on, see if that helps or not. I know the light kind of shines off the plastic, so it's hard to see. But her faces just look like one of those candles you'd see like on a kid's birthday cake. So it's kind of weird. But it is cool. She comes with multiple heads. I wish they were all the same color as this hair, but that's okay too. All right, let's go ahead and set April up here. And let's put this inside her box for later storage. Playmates recently made a new retro Teenage Mutant Ninja 5 figures. It's actually on Big Bad Toy Store. Nice. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. If I really wanted Turtles, I seen a set today. You get all 4 Turtles, and it was pretty cheap. It was like under $30 in a set. And it's like, You know, just for stop motion, I could just do that because these are spendy. These are $55 a piece. So if you count it up, let's just, by the time you get taxed and shipping, that's like $60 each. So it's like 120, 240. It's like, that's a lot of cash just sitting here in plastic. That's crazy. Okay, I was in love with Aunt Becky, laughing out loud. Not sure who Aunt Becky is. So you have to fill us in there on that, Rick. Let's see. The original Mirage Comics, April turned out to be a drawing that came to life from the power of an alien crystal. Interesting. Rick, you had a lot of crushes. Ugh. Lori Laughlin, yes. So Garsh says girls are always dyeing their hair. I guess that makes sense. Inner CEO, thank you for letting me know it's Playmates. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and open up a turtle. I guess I'll start at this end and work our way down. So this turtle, you know what? In retrospect, I should have stacked these guys together. And that way then I can just keep opening without having to. So Donatello. So as many of you guys know, these were named after the Renaissance artists. See, I know something. I'm not a total turtle idiot. Close though. I am on that edge of being one. I've only seen like 1 or 2 cartoons ever. Like I said, I've seen the stop motion movie, and I think that's as far as my turtle knowledge goes. Besides playing with them with my youngest boy. I was happy he wanted some action figure. Even though it was Turtles, it wasn't He-Man, but at least it was some action figures, so that was kind of cool. But he didn't stay in the turtle phase too long. I think apparently maybe played like maybe 4 or 5 different times, and that was pretty much about it. But still, they were fond memories for me, because being an action figure guy. All right. We'll have to compare those with the other ones, because to me it just looks like a turtle. It was cool though. My youngest son did have a pet turtle too, and we had fun at that pet turtle. I actually burned my arm really bad making his habitat. All right, Donatello, and it shows. Okay, so some of you guys already mentioned Michelangelo had the biggest crush. That's funny. Yes, collecting is getting way too expensive, and I still have 2 on order that I'll tell you about in a few minutes. So, what color is he supposed to be? I know somebody mentioned all the colors. I'm not sure, so tell me what color, and we'll ask that each time. So, what color is he supposed to be? I'll start revealing it. I know we got a slight lag. We'll see who first chimes in. Mike Fee, you're not allowed to answer because you already told us the colors, but I forgot already. Anybody but Mike can answer the question. What color is his mask? And let's go ahead and start the opening and see if somebody answers. Fallen Jedi says purple. Oh, there's his knee pads. They're purple. He has the D on his belt. And purple it is. Dun, dun, dun. And his skin is kind of a brownish color too. And I think we might see different colored skins on these, which is kind of cool. I've seen one set of turtles one time. They were all the exact same color. And he uses the long sticks, it looks like. And he has a frowning face. It's like a frog almost. And he has his signature smile face that we used to always see in the different things. And we saw on this here, right there. And he comes with a piece of pizza. I wonder if you put all the Turtles pizza together, if there'll be enough to create a full round pizza or not. That'd be kind of interesting to see. And he has some other weapons as well. And he has in the back, you can see it or not, he actually has, put this light over here. Oh, didn't shine too much on it. He actually has the original looking plastic pieces that you break off. All right, to the back. Donatello, the Turtles' crazy genius. So let's take a look at this. Donatello is the best idea turtle you'll ever find. He's the brains and the group. He's the brains of the group and the designer of the turtles' vehicles. Rather than just use his bow or brawn, Donatello would prefer inventing some device or clever apparatus to foil the foe. Still, Donnie's one powerful reptile with his staff, which enables him to parry, vault, and crush. Even Donnie gets turtle-sized pleasure in stomping the foot. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm guessing he must have made that van that Super 7 had for sale for an arm and a leg. All right, let's go ahead and my best friend received 10 Donatello figures as a prank for his birthday. He was not amused. All right. I have to admit, those are pretty cool. I wonder how tall they are next to the Classics figure. What did I do with Spare Parts Man? There he is. Because I'm guessing they're a little bit shorter. They are. Look at that. That's cool. Because they should be shorter because they're shorter than the regular guys. So I actually like that. That is cool. So the Super 7, well done. And I like that they have his communicator open and closed. And it would have been cool if you could have somehow closed it yourself, but obviously that functionality would be pretty tough in a small little toy. But that is pretty cool. All right. Raphael is next. And if you guys want to start guessing the colors, why, and Mike Feet is not going to answer. Mike's like, what the heck, man? Mike's even a paying customer. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They are really cool designs. Yes, they are pretty pricey. People are saying he's red. You know, I don't know. That'd been cool if they would have made it so each of their names match their color. You know, like him, Raphael, red, RR. I know, it's too much. Ugh. Really, I'm not OCD. Believe it or don't. Oh, Corey Feeman. Or film, yeah. I recognize that actor's name. Again with the warning. Don't give the bag to little children. Don't put it in cribs. Don't put it in beds. It's not a plaything. You are not a plaything. All right. Oh, that's right. We're going to compare. Roll, Splinter, Donatello. There we go. So here is Donatello's cover. Oh, the eyes are different. Look at that. His eyes are rounded, and his eyes are more triangle. His mouth's more open. It also shows his weapon. He has the different weapons on there too. So each one does have its own circle. Cool. Cool, cool. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. We'll see if you guys are right. Hey, Games. Thanks for joining us. Oh, if the masks were swappable, that would be kind of cool. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. That red actually looks more brown. That's kind of crazy. Maybe because of the green contrast against it. But his skin is green, as you can see. He has the R for Raphael. And he has a piece of pizza. And strange. Okay. So look at these two pieces of pizza. We have this one here. And we have this one here. Now, they both have this piece sliced off in half. And then two circles. See? Sliced off in half and two circles. But they're not the same design. In fact, the crust is thicker on this one, and it has dripping cheese. where this one does not have the dripping cheese and the crust is thinner. Now the color of the cheese is also different. This is more yellow, this is more orange. But it's kind of interesting that they have the same pattern almost for the pepperoni. I wonder if in the cartoon they always showed the pizzas like that or something, with the one sliced in half on that one same side. All right, trying to read your guys' comments. All right, let's put Donatello back. We already talked about him. And there we go. Now his communicator is different, which is kind of cool. So he has his own unique communicator. And actually his body size is different too, it looks like. Donatello's body is wider on the bottom. So Super 7 actually made them different sizes too. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and look at Raphael's the witty voice of the turtles. Does that mean he was smart aleck? Raphael was a hothead and most opinionated, impulsive, and restless ninja turtle. Raphael is nothing more than to test himself in battle. He trains for sheer enjoyment. He's usually the one to leap into action. It's nearly impossible to get him to back down. Wow. Bum, bum, bum. There he is. All right. Next is Michelangelo. All right, so which color is he? Yeah, they are really cool figures. I am really impressed. Jinx Calibur is orange for Mikey. See, they should have gave Mikey magenta. I don't know. I just noticed in the box at the top it says Ultimates. All right, so he's got the half crack smile, and he's got his eyes rolling down, and it shows he has the nunchucks. Michelangelo. Let's see if you're right, if it's actually orange. Oh, there's the orange. Dun, dun, dun. And again, the pizza's cut with one slice in half that way, but he also includes the pizza box. So now I really have to know if they all connect together. Does he not have a communicator? No, they didn't give him a communicator. Why, Super 7? Everyone else has a communicator so far, but not... Even April has a communicator. So he's got a mouth open, and he's got the half smile mouth that matches the picture we saw. And then he has his nunchucks with real chains. He's got plastic chain nunchucks in the back in case you want to swap them out. You guys know how I feel about real chains on toys. It usually ends up ruining the paint job, so I try to avoid that. And then let's read the back. I really like the way his mouth looks open. That's just something about that is just so primal, kind of cool looking. All right. Michelangelo, the wild and crazy turtle. That crazy turtle. Michelangelo is a party reptile. Even though the sinister shredder may be slicing his way through the manhole cover, Mikey stays cool because he's the master of whirling nunchucks. It takes 8 pounds of pressure per square inch to break a bone. The nunchucks generate 90. In the midst of most perilous battles, Mikey can be seen swinging his deadly nunchucks in one hand while dangling a wedge of pizza in the other. Well, I guess that's pretty cool. You can hold on pizza with one hand and still hold off the bad guys. That is pretty cool. And again, you can see his body size is a little different than the other two. I think he's larger than Raphael, but smaller than Donatello. I can't tell. And his skin tone is different too. And look at this. Each one has their own unique skin tone. And I think that is really cool. I mean, he's a little more just bright green. He's got a little bit of faded green, and he's like brown-ish, which is pretty cool. If you look at, is it Lizard Man? Is that the one from He-Man? Where in the cartoon he has two different shades, green and brown. It's the same kind of thing. That is really cool. All right, let's go and put these back. And we got one left to open. Leonardo, my son's favorite, which is why I saved him for last. Just in case he happens to be watching. I don't think he is though, but you never know. Leonardo. That's cool. Adult collectible, not a toy. Make sure you guys are all aware of that. This is not a toy. Not for children. Okay. Which is why they can charge you $55 a figure, because they're not for children. I still cannot believe they are that much. Uh-oh. I'm going to put this one away before I forget who it belongs to. Guess I could look at the weapon and see. That one have the nunchucks on it? Nope. I put it in the wrong box. No, I'm mixing all these up. There's the nunchucks one. Okay, this one is Raphael's. Sorry, you guys. I just don't want to get always mixed up, so when I go to put them away later, they'll be easy. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now, his mouth is open on the other side. And it shows he has his swords there. I think they're called katanas or something like that. And let's go ahead and open him up. Leo is still my favorite, is what Garsh says. So, oh, it's the one I have in my hand right here. Which one is Leo? There we go. And it's funny is because we didn't know the names very well when my kid was playing with them. We just the blue one, the purple one, the orange one, the red one. Wow, that blue is so blue it's almost purplish. So it'd be kind of hard to tell if you only had him in your hands. You might think you had the purple one in your hands. That's crazy. But compared to the purple one, Donatello, you can see it's actually blue. So, but that blue is just so bright. He has a communicator. Hooray. So now I'm going to have to make a communicator. If I open these, Michelangelo is going to have a communicator, so I'm going to have to make one for him probably. I can't believe they skimped out on that. Wow. That is one sinister looking face right there. All right. So, let's take a look. He has a slice of pizza. And if you turn it over, it has the cut on the same side, and it has a dripping one. So this one is similar. But even though it's similar, it's still slightly different maybe because the crust has some cheese dripped on it. It is different. So even though it is similar to that one, the crust has some dripping cheese on it or something. So it actually is a different mold. So what's funny is they're all sliced this way, which means no pieces have another slice on this side of that missing half of... So no, you can't put them together. It will not work. Looks like it's time to make some 3D pizzas. All right, so there's his swords. They are really thin. I'm sure they're going to probably bend really easy. And then he has the L on him. He's got blue. He's got his other standard weapons over here. Lots of extra fists. His pack in the back that's like the old toy. And the back. Leonardo, the battle commander for the turtles. So let me get this straight, because again, I'm not a turtle guy, still learning this. Um, does that mean when they're out on the go fighting bad guys, he's the one that calls the shots, and Splinter calls the shots back at home? Is that what's kind of going on? Yes, all the ultimates are expensive there. Brushstroke. Yep, these Super 7 figures are based on the original Playmate figures. Either that or the cartoon, which are probably also based on the figures, because they look very cartoonish, but so do the original figures. I should take a look at the April I have for the original toy and compare it to the April I have up there, just for fun. All right, let's take a look. Leonardo, the battle commander for the Turtles. Like his Florentine namesake, Leonardo is the perfect turtle in the uh, lidless eyes of his allies. He's known for his unofficial commander of the turtles and Splinter's star pupil. Because his keen eyesight and his sensitive hearing, Leonardo is extremely well balanced and which makes him more skillful when wielding his ever flashing katana blades. No matter how dangerous the situation, Leo doesn't mind sticking his neck out. That's funny, he's a turtle. His primary objective in life: cut Shredder down to size. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Slice and dice. Very cool. Leonardo. You know, I wonder if they're all the same height. That'd be kind of interesting to see. Of course, it'd be hard to tell unless I take them out of the box. And I could take my ruler and measure each one, but I'm not doing that today. So the two that I still need to get is I want to get Shredder, which I have on order already, and Bebop, and that's all I'm going to get. So then I'll have the 10 turtles I want. I'll have the 4 main turtles. I'll have their leader. I'll have April. I'll have Casey Jones because he's cool. I'll have Rocksteady and his buddy, which I really didn't want his buddy, but it's like I can't have one without the other. I can care less about Bebop for some reason. And then, of course, Shredder. I was tempted to buy some foot soldiers, but they are an arm and a leg. And I may buy an off-brand bunch of foot soldiers to save money. I don't know. So anyway, let's take April back down and compare her to the action figure. Action figure. So here is the one that I bought off Fleabay. And it looks like her hairstyle is the same as the head that's on there right now. She does look very similar to it. She does have the rolled up sleeves. She doesn't have the orange details though. Now, it says turtles on her back. Now I have a question for you guys, because again, I'm not a turtles guy. Is this the first release of April, or was there another release of April before this one that didn't have all the detailings and the word turtles on her back? What about Craig? Krang? Let's look up and see who Krang is. I guess I'll go to Big Bad Toy Stores, take a look while you guys let me know about the April figure, if that was the first release or not. Big Bad Toy Store. And the character is... Oh, that's the second release. So the first release looked like this April here? Let's see. Krang. Go. I must have typed it in wrong. I did. I put an O instead of a K. Krang. Go. I think my autocorrect's fixing it for me. Krang. Oh, it is. Siri. Oh, this guy here. Okay, no, I'm not getting him. He is kind of cool looking, but yep, he is not one that I will be getting. Straight out of Dimension X. It's evil warlord Krang. While he may look relatively harmless in his bubble walker, his plans include nothing less than world conquest. Made to order, 7-inch, fully articulated Krang Ultimates figure comes with 2 interchangeable heads that can sit on his mobile life support system along with a variety of accessories, including alternate tentacles, mechanized arms, multiple fists, a pet turtle, his brain drain gun. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle face a lot of evil plots, and Krang is the brains behind a lot of them. Literally. Adding the bodiless, burgling brain to your TMTN Ultimates collection. It's a no-brainer. Huh, huh, huh. He does look pretty cool. But yeah, I don't have any plans on getting him. I'm guessing his top must close after you put him in there. Like this thing probably comes down and folds down. Yeah, even as it is, I don't even know if I'm going to keep these turtles. These might actually end up all being sold someday soon. Just because lack of space. I don't have a box to put them in after I open them. Now I did when I first started buying them, but I think these guys and Silverhawks might be going back on the auction block. But I will see. Not yet. I'm gonna give it some time first. So I just got the turtles a couple days ago. I might decide to keep them. But I do have, like I said, Bebop and Shredder on pre-order. First release had white boots. Oh yeah, look at that. She's got orange, and that one has white up there. He has a big body he goes in. All right, well, that is all that I have. Oops, I dropped her microphone. Oop, I put that back in her hand. Let's see. Everything else to share with you guys today? I don't think I do. If you are bored and want to watch something fun, check out my video called Laser Guns and Roses. It's in the description, the link. Go and click it and check it out. It's kind of a fun stop motion video. If I get enough hits on it, I'll make part 2. It's part 1. Part 2 would actually have the turtles in it. And so that'd be a plus. So, all right. And like always, like, share, and tell your friends. I don't know, Mike. I'll think about it. So if you can give me some good convincing arguments, I might buy Krang. So, and does Krang have his own group of bad guys too? Like, you know, Shredder has Rocksteady and Bebop and the Foot Soldiers. Does Krang have the same kind of thing? He is the bad guy leader. Is he a leader over Shredder? Or is he his own leader under his own ranks? He has rock soldiers. Oh, he is Shredder's boss. Interesting. Well, if he's in the same line as Shredder, man, I might have to get him. I'm still debating. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And 2 things that disappoint me. 1 is the pizzas don't connect together. And 2, that which one was it? Michelangelo does not have a communicator. But that's it. Other than that, they're really cool. So like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I may or may not open these. I haven't decided yet. But it's such a cool collection. you know. And then if I buy that one guy Krang, then I'll have 11. How weird is that to have 11? I mean, I do have my top 11 He-Man figures, so I guess it's not too bizarre. Good night, you guys. It seems kind of weird to say good journey now. We didn't even talk about He-Man at all. So, good night. Cowabunga, I guess that's what you say of turtles, right? Bye now. Cowabunga, dude.